Hello learners, how are you? I hope you all are very fine and passing a very good time. This is Tarek Ahmed, a senior lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College, welcoming all to my online class. Learners, today my topic is modifiers and it is one of the most important grammatical parts of your syllabus. Learners, I must tell you that you know that there is a change of marks distributions of the syllabus that you will give exam, but in modifiers there is no change of marks distribution. Previously it was 5 marks and there was 10 gaps, and this year you will have the same questions. I mean, there is no change of marks distributions in this grammatical item. My dear students, previously you have enjoyed some video clips on this grammatical item where the rules are elaborately discussed. But today, though my topic is discussing questions of the test papers of 2019, we will practice test questions, that is Pabna Cadet College test questions. But for your better understanding, I like to focus on some important rules on modifiers so that you can remember everything very clearly. My dear students, now let us know the definition of modifier. What is a modifier? A word, phrase, clause taking place before or after a word. This is the position of the modifier, learners, and from these positions we can know the classifications of modifier. Modifier takes place before or after a word. When it takes place before a word, we call it a pre-modifier, and when it takes after a word, takes position after a word, we call it a post-modifier. So modifiers are of two kinds, pre-modifiers and post-modifiers. Once again I am telling, I am reading: a word, phrase or clause taking place before or after a word just to give additional informations. Learners, additional informations. I mean, the function of modifier is to give some additional informations, and when it does this purpose, we call it a modifier. So there are two important things here. The positions of the word, that is before or after a word, it always takes the positions here and always gives some additional informations. Look at the example. He is a wise man. Here man is a noun and wise is adjective. So adjective modifying a noun. So this is a modifier. Number 2, the man is not strong enough to carry the load. Here enough is adverb, strong is adjective, adverb modifying adjective. So this is also a modifier. Dear students, there are various types of pre-modifiers and their uses. Let us know some important uses of pre-modifiers. Present participle, you know what is present participle? If we add ing with the base verb, we call it a present participle. Present participle can act as pre-modifier. Look at the example: a darkening sky may bring showers. So here the verb is darken and we have used ing and it is present participle because the word is acting as an adjective. A darkening sky. What type of sky? Darkening sky. A darkening sky may bring showers. Number 2, past participle. It can also act as a pre-modifier. A burnt child dreads the fire. Here burnt is the past participle, I mean past form of the verb burn. So past participle can act or can be used as a pre-modifier also. Adjective as pre-modifiers. A clever boy like you cannot do it. Here boy is a noun and clever is an adjective. Here adjective is used as a pre-modifier. Learners, now let us see various types of post-modifiers. Present participle as post modifier. Present participle can act as a post modifier. Previously I saw you that it can act as a pre modifier also. Look at the example. I found a boy standing at the door. Here standing is present participle and it is a post modifier. Past participle as post modifier. I saw a man injured by an accident. Here injured is the past is the post modifier and is the past form, I mean past participle. Infinitive, you know what is infinitive? To plus main verb is called infinitive. And what is infinitive phrase? If we add some more words with infinitive, that becomes infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase can act as a post modifier also. Look at the example. She got a nice pen to write with. To write infinitive, and we have used with here, so it becomes an infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase can also act as post modifier. Dear students, let us know some more dear students, let us know some other important rules of modifiers. Appositive. What is appositive? Giving identity of a noun. Look at the example. Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. So here we are giving some identity of the noun. But one thing you should know, that you should not use any sort of verb. You just use a comma and give the identity, supreme identity of the noun. Sheikh Hasina, the PM of Bangladesh. And if there is here Bangladesh, you will say a beautiful country, a prosperous, a developing country, a small country. But one thing you should know, that you should not use any is any auxiliary verb in the middle of the comma. And noun adjective. What is noun adjective? Two nouns taking place together gives the meaning of an adjective. When we see two nouns sitting together, then it gives the meaning of an adjective. Then we call it a noun adjective. Girls hostel. Girls is a noun, hostel is a noun. But when these two words sit together, it gives the meaning of an adjective. What type of hostel? Girls hostel. Bus stand. Bus is a noun, stand is a noun. But when we call it together, bus stand, that it becomes a noun, then it becomes a meaning of an adjective. Bus stand. Which is stand? Bus stand. Similarly, ball pen. Ball is a noun, pen is a noun. But when we call ball pen, it gives a different meaning. It becomes adjective. So, noun adjective, two nouns taking place together gives the meaning of an adjective. And prepositional phrase. What is prepositional phrase? You know, prepositional phrase means there should have a prepositions and some more words. Then we call it a prepositional phrase. Look at the example. At large. At is a preposition, large is used here, so it gives concrete meaning. With a view to, with is a preposition, a view to phrase, with a view to, it's a prepositional phrase. In the morning, at night, there are so many prepositional phrases, but one thing you should know, that there should have a preposition and some words. Then we will call it a prepositional phrase. So, viewers, I have tried to focus on some important rules on modifiers before practicing the questions of modifiers. So, it's high time we did practice the test questions. Let us do it. My dear students, let us practice the questions of Pabna Cadet College, Pabna. Read the following text and use modifiers as directed in the blank spaces. Bangladesh fought. Post modify the verb with an adverb. Learners, here we are to use an adverb. So what can be the right answer? Can you guess? If we say Bangladesh fought bravely, yes, this may be the right answer. Bangladesh fought bravely. Learners, can you give another answer? Do you have any options? Bangladesh fought, you can also write courageously, because bravely, courageously, these are adverbs. So we can use an adverb here. Bangladesh fought bravely or courageously. in our liberation war. Independence is a nation's dash need. Pre-modify the noun with a phrase. Remember, we have to use a phrase here. Phrase means not a single word, some words, more than one words, more than one word. So we can't use here a single word because we have to use a phrase. So what would be the answer? Learners, can you guess? Independence is a nation's first and foremost need. Yes, this is the answer because first and foremost is a phrase here. It's not a single word. So Bengalis try to stay dash from the Pakistanis. Bengalis try to stay. Here we need to use another adverb. Bengalis try to stay separately. Separately is an adverb from the Pakistanis. But they were dash to us. Use an adjective. Here we need to use an adjective. But they were indifferent to us. They were callous to us. They behaved dash. They behave discriminately, because we need to use here an adverb, and discriminately is an adverb. They behaved discriminately. What would be the answer for the question number F? Use a participle. Here we need to use a participle. I told you in my discussions that participle means verb plus ing. Dash no way of settlement. What would be the answer, learners? Finding. Yes, finding no way of settlement. We took up arms. India had reasons enough. Here we need to use an infinitive phrase to post modify the adverb. Infinitive phrase, I told you there should have to plus main verb plus some other words. So that would be infinitive phrase. India had reasons enough to support us. At last the dash forces. Here we need to use pre-modify the noun. We need to use an adjective. At last the joint force won over Pakistan. We started living. Another, post modify the verb with an adverb. We started living peacefully, independently. We started living peacefully, or we can also write here independently. We must speak dash of our independence. We must speak dash of our independence. Post modify the verb with an adverb. We must speak proudly of our independence. Have you understood, learners? I think you have understood. These are the answers. The green color shows the answers for your better understanding, learners. But in your exam copy, you won't answer in this way. You will just answer in this way in your exam copy. Learners, I hope you have enjoyed my today's online class. One thing I must tell you, that you will practice more, because the more you practice, the more you will be able to solve these questions correctly. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you very much.